I'm at Tonkadale Greenhouse today with Jessie, and we're going to learn how to make a pine cone chandelier, which is something I have never even heard of, but I've seen a finished product and they are beautiful. Is this going to be hard though? Because I'm not that talented.
It's not too difficult, and we'll make it really simple.
Okay.
So the main event here are the pine cones.
Okay.
So we have sugar pine cones. These are very large pine cones that come from very large trees.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pick 3. I like to pick 3 that are about equal in length and about the same color.
My aunt lives in South Carolina, and she's lucky enough to have these just on the ground by her house, in her yard. Yeah.
So yeah, they come from places other than here.
Okay.
But they are gorgeous. So we have a few key tools and tricks of the trade here that we need to talk about. So this is bark wire. This is really nice because
it is wired.
It's wired, and it's kind of sticky, so it will stick to the cones and hold them together. So we're going to use about 4 yards of bark wire. And I cut it with a wire cutter. So it's good to have the right tools. So what I do is I fold it in half. Okay, and I point it away from me. So we're going to get friendly with our cones, and we number them. Cone number 1, cone number 2, cone number 3.
Okay.
This is important.
It is?
So cone number 1 goes right into the middle of our bark wire.
How far down do you go?
Well, I call these like the cone teeth. So we go a couple of layers down. We're going to just wrap it around the top and twist it nice and tight. Pretty tight. That's key. So we're still in the middle of our wire.
All right.
Then we're taking cone number 2. And notice cone number 2 is a little bit curved.
Oh.
We're going to have the curve going out.
Okay. So does it have to be curved? It just happens to. So if it is, you're saying point it out.
Point it out.
Got it.
So we buckle up cone number 2 to cone number 1 and go around the top. And we want to kind of end facing where cone number 3 will be attached. So we're ready to go. And it's good to get them nice and tight. Okay. So then we'll buckle cone number 3.
Kind of right, even, as even as possible.
So we're kind of making a triangle. Then we go around the top. Get it nice and tight. So 1 is attached to 2, 2 is attached to 3. Now we need to attach cone number 3 to cone number 1.
Okay.
Otherwise it's kind of loose. And this is key.
Okay, so then you go to the inside.
Yep, and we'll go around the top. Okay, then we have some extra bark wire. We just snip it off. We'll save it because we are going to use this for our hanger. So,
all right. So
I think I like this piece.
Okay, it's a little bit longer. Gives us more room. Okay.
So now, you know, you kind of saw how we did the wire. So we really have a triangle of wire going around the cones. And you just open them up and we're going to make our handle.
All right.
Does that kind of make sense? And you just make a loop. So this is where we're going to attach our ribbon hanger. So we have our little hanger.
All right.
Set to go. And they can kind of stand up like that. So the next part, and I think the most important part, is to choose your ribbon. I have 2 different ribbons here.
Okay.
And I'm kind of leaning towards this one.
That's the one I was going to pick. I like how it's a little bit non-traditional, not so obvious Christmas colors.
And you could decorate it with more fall type stuff and then switch it over to holiday.
Because this is kind of like a base and you can just decorate around it. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. You buy ribbon by the yard and we say you need about 7 yards. So I use about 1.5 yards for the hanger.
Do you use the trick where like your arm is like a yard? Okay.
Yeah. So we have a little extra here, but that's okay. So we just put our ribbon through our hook.
Through the hanging loop, okay.
Get it even. And then I just tie. You can, you know, depends on how long you want it to, because it's going to hang. So I want it this long.
Okay.
So then we have these extra tails here. We'll just trim them off. So I just cut it straight. No fancy V's or this scissors. So then to finish off your ends, you just fold it. It's kind of like hemming, you know, hemming something.
Oh, sure.
Just fold it over. And all of this ribbon is wired, so it stays really
that was nifty.
Formed how you want it. So that just kind of gives ribbon a finished edge. That is a good life skill to have.
That's pretty and simple. I mean,
yeah. So we're going to use this hook.
Okay.
And try not to hook it on our eyelids.
Okay.
So we can hang our chandelier.
So should you hang it when you decorate it? Is that the easiest way to do it?
Okay. I think it is. I mean, if you don't have this kind of a setup, you can decorate it on the table.
Okay. Coming up next on the Happy House, That is beautiful. That wasn't that hard.
No, not too bad.
This is really great. You don't want to miss it.
We're gonna make 2 bows and put them back to back.
Okay.
So I like to use a taped floral wire.
Okay.
So I just need one, and I can cut it in half because I'm gonna make 2 bows, so I need 2 wires.
Okay.
I can hold one, and I'll hold one. So a lot of people get kind of intimidated by making bows.
Okay.
But it's really simple. It's all about the pinching the wire, or pinching the ribbon really tightly in the middle. So you start with your tail. So the tail is gonna, dangle down.
All right.
And then you're just gonna make loops. You just let the ribbon go the way it wants to. There's no turning or flipping or whatever. So you squeeze, and then you just
Find the tail, squeeze.
You just go up and let the ribbon go. So we didn't turn it or flip it, and down. And we're gonna do probably 3 up loops and 3 down loops.
Okay.
Up and down. So there's our bow. Then we want to cut another tail at the end.
Okay.
And then I need my wire.
Here, I can hand you a wire.
And we just put it right around the middle. And don't be afraid, you're not gonna hurt this ribbon.
So squeeze it really tight.
Yep. Loops one way, wire other way, and twist it down tight. And then it just kind of stands up.
Okay.
We'll finish our ends. Do you want to try the second bow?
Sure. All right, so I'm going to start with a tail and pinch, and then how long are the loops?
I usually say like kind of what you can put your fist in, or a little bit bigger.
Okay, so like this?
Yep, that's great.
So squeeze, squeeze. That doesn't look quite big enough. Is this going to be okay? Is this going to shape up or no?
Yeah, we'll just poof it.
Okay.
No problem.
All right,
Here's
so
your wire.
So I put my bow loops to the front,
Yep.
wire to the back, and squeeze. Then I cut a tail. All right. Perfect. Okay. Then I just like fluff them up like this, right? Wire makes everything better. Some people say bacon makes everything better, but I'm thinking floral wire makes everything better in this case. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
great. That looks wonderful.
All right. Now what?
You got to finish your ends.
Okay, that's right. So should I cut them or should I just turn them?
Turn them. We can cut them shorter if we want to, and then turn them again if we want. Okay. Let me grab something down here.
Okay. So I just folded it.
So we'll just set our bows aside. I just like to make the bows because it's the most fun first. Okay, so now we chose this ribbon because it's kind of transitional, and I just want to show you kind of an idea. So say you wanted to decorate it for Thanksgiving. You might pick something like some burgundy leaves and some pods to decorate. I mean, you wouldn't put all this in one place, but you spread it out and then your bow on top. So that could be for fall.
That's pretty.
So we're not doing that today. We're doing holiday. So what I usually like to do is pick out like 3 elements. You really don't want to go crazy because it can start to get
well, I mean, part of the beauty
busy.
is just the like rustic or the natural pine cone. So
exactly. So I really like this flat cedar. It looks real. It's delicate. So usually I think we're going to do the flat cedar, the eucalyptus pods, and then a red berry.
Okay.
So these are kind of our 3 elements.
Okay.
But you can see, so that would give kind of that look, or that blueberry juniper would actually look pretty good with it too. So you could take out, that and do that, that, and that. Which one do you like better?
Ooh, I really like this blue in there.
Let's do the blue. Okay. So next we just we chop up our stems. So we're gonna decorate 3 parts, 1, 2, 3. So a lot of stems you can get 2 hunks out of. Sometimes, it just depends on how full you want it to be. So we just use our wire cutter. We just need kind of a little stem to glue in. And some of the stems are a little, that one went okay. So what I usually do is I'll kind of get my bunches ready. So we'll start with our flat cedar, and I kind of bend it because we're gonna insert it kind of. You know, if you really wanted to, you could just poke it in and not glue it. If
Okay.
you feel like it's going to stay. And
Like
then,
if you had it inside versus outside, then
Yeah.
you can reuse your pine cones.
then you could, yeah. But the glue, it really doesn't hurt it, you know.
Right.
If you want to change for the next year, you just take the stuff out and it's
Okay.
fine. So I just get some glue globbies. You guys,
Okay.
and
Is that the official term?
I
Glue
think
globbies?
it is glue globbies. Yep. And we go to town. Like I said, we
Alright.
curved it down.
Yep.
Oops. You'll do the next.
Okay.
And you know, you can put them kind of sticking out at different angles or
It is handy to have it hanging so you can
Yeah.
see what it's like. So are we doing all?
Yeah.
Are we doing all the greens?
yeah, throw the
first?
greens first.
Okay.
And then we'll see how that looks.
Okay, so I'm gonna bend it down. And ooh, I like that. Okay, and then like stick it like right.
Maybe made in a triangle.
Okay,
Little
right in
section.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Great. And you have a little room for error with the glue because I think, this is kind of dorky, but the glue looks a little bit like the pine cone sap.
Oh, sure.
So if you get it all over it's just part of the
not
look.
really. Yeah. I like projects that
But
are
we
forgiving.
need projects like this
Yes.
where you don't have to be so worried about.
Perfection.
Yeah. So then we have our blueberry juniper,
Okay.
BBJ
Okay.
for short.
This is shaping up, I think, right?
Yeah, I think we're good on the BBJ. Okay, so last, you could stop here.
Okay.
We're gonna put some red berries in. You could put something glittery or more dressy if you wanted to, but
Whatever
this
your
kinda-
style for the
whatever your
holidays
style
is.
is.
Okay.
So we'll just add our berries. Okay, so now we put on our bows. So they're gonna be back-to-back bows.
Okay.
And we'll just attach it to our hook that we made at the beginning.
Okay.
So we're just going in here and get it snug up real tight, like that. And our wire cutters will trim off.
Should we do that first on this
Or
one?
you could leave it because then maybe you want to change out your bow. I don't know. You can leave it. You won't see it.
Okay.
Let's leave it.
All right. And then this one goes like right
It
here.
hugs right in there. Yep.
Hard to get it under there, but okay. I got it. No, I don't. There. It was hiding in the bow. All right, and I'm just going to twist it around a couple
Yep, nice and
times.
tight.
Perfect. Okay.
And then you just edit.
That is beautiful. That wasn't that hard.
No, not too bad.
This is really great. Thank you so much for helping us with this
Yeah.
project. To learn about more holiday decorating tips, visit our website.